It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Bears burner at wide receiver. He rises when it matters most as he comes in third in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Bears and the Cardinals, and it's coming up next.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home with a sack. DJ Wanham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Looking middle, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted number 1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray. First carry for James Conner. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on... Got an injured play. And now before the ball changes... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the 16, Murray. Under pressure, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, oh, that's got to feel great for them.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. A 40-yard punt, no return. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game where the emotion motion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same as just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first round. I'll try to do better here. On second down, another run for Dillon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now Fields will find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. The Bears at 10-1 now on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up sack. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. For Marshall, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Tucker's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. This defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that not only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A.J. Dillon, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Now, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
As A.J. Dillon, such a powerful runner, ready to lead this offense again on this next series.
Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
This is Dillon on the counter,
running right through him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
16 more on that one and another 1st down.
To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And this This time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Got his man, that's Harry. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17-0 our score after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Dillon up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners. And they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Murray's throw complete to McBride.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Josh Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Looking to throw.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Murray's going to keep it again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Pettis. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 and 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
An option handoff given to Connor. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, a run with Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And Murray's going to keep it. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Murray again. This is Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. And now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. Maybe a little fortunate there. I was leaking a little. Maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. The body language, though, right, as he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And that just enough to get it done.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Now it's Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Marshall. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. Here's Fields. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now a first down throw, Fields. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
Decide to take a shot.
To the action, set and ready to rock for the back. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably
say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators. They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. From the gun on third down, Murray. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Running left is Dillon. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call.
Holding. Offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. On the handoff, Dillon. And some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a first down. Fields. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Fields now to throw. side. He's got it complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On the handoff, this is Dillon. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Fields. Touchdown Bears! Terrace Marshall, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have opened the lead up to 30. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Murray now to throw. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. There's Sam Martin now. Oh, and now contact up front. And if this is what I think it is, this will be a first down. File that under the heading of catastrophe there.
No doubt about it. You're about to get the ball back, and yet you can't hold your water. End up jumping, and now you give him a first down.
First down, Murray. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Ed Oliver gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. On second down, Conner looking for space. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for 19 and a first down. Here's Murray from midfield. He'll get this to Conner underneath. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. And room there to work it inside the 25. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Murray. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run forward with Conner. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Murray and company going for it on fourth. Escaping the pressure right. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Murray going to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, a 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Gano the extra point, and it leads down to 24. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Fields.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
The Bears on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's the big man Dillon with it.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Murray now.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Dancing to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Murray.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Finding space at the 40, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. Murray now on 1st down. Able to get this one to McBride. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Murray to air it out again. They'll find Lindsey here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Connor up the middle. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they come into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point try good. He's down to 24. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for now.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Dillon. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. 222 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run here with Dillon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. And they take a knee. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Kick is good, so you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly...
Chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to ease the box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with hit boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoil little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post